Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike, and it's time for us to get into another music reaction. So, guys, we are finally getting back into some more churches. It's been a while since we got to hear one of their songs, so we're bringing them back now. This is the song He Said, She Said. This is going to be for request for my man Stefan, and this is another one that's off of the Screen Violence album. I did do research, as always, on the lyrics, and yeah, this one is about being pissed off at men mansplaining, essentially. I'm just going to read parts of this for you. It's pretty obvious what this song's about to me, so we'll do minimal research on it, and we'll just talk about a little bit more insight into the song. But he said, "You bore me to death. I know you heard me the first time, and be sad, but don't be depressed." By the way, I hate when people say that. When they say something, you go, "What?" And they go, "I know you heard me the first time." I freaking hate that, man. Just think it over, and he said, "It's all in your head, but keep an ear to the grapevine. Get drunk, but don't be a mess. You need to be fed, but keep an eye on your waistline. Look good, but don't be obsessed." So, yeah, she constantly repeats, "I feel like I'm losing my mind." And yeah, this song's about sexism, and I would be pretty furious and pissed off about it too. That's essentially what it says here, is the track was inspired by Lauren's experiences of sexism. She described the track as her way of reckoning with things she had accepted that she knew she shouldn't have. These are her words. "Being a woman is fucking exhausting, and it felt better to scream it into a pop song than scream it into the void. After the past year, I think we can all relate to feeling like we're losing our minds." So, okay, yeah, I mean, it's about sexism, but also kind of a bit about, the stresses of the year that we had when this was released because of the pandemic. So, yeah, I'm eager to hear this one, man. I've been loving every song I've heard from this album so far. One last thing I'll mention is it's a Vivo video, and the CHVRCHES videos I've done before that were from this album, like How Not to Drown, definitely did not make I didn't pass the YouTube visual content filter. It was blocked, so you guys will probably be seeing some editing on this for me to pass through the filter. Without further ado, here we go, guys. CHVRCHES, He Said, She Said. Very bright, punchy sound to this one.
He said, "You bore me to death. I know you heard me the first time, and be sad, but don't."
I'm sorry, man. That face she made when she was doing the "I know you heard me the first time," that's the same kind of mocking face that I would make if I was telling someone else that someone said that. It was cracking me up. I'm sorry, man. Hold on. Oh, like those overlays of her voice there, doing the harmonies.
Get drunk, but don't be a mess. Keep thinking over. I try, but it's hard to hit rewind.
I like how there's a revolving door. Okay, let me comment on this a little bit. This one, more of an unexpected sound. I didn't expect this side of them. Keep in mind, I've not heard a lot of their older stuff yet, but this sounds like it may harken more back to their older stuff. And essentially what I'm trying to say is this one is not giving me the same vibe as a rock kind of influence on this song. That being said, this one is coming off with a very 80s influenced kind of sound, and I love that. I don't know how much more of their older material also has this like 80s kind of influence lean to it, but this one, it really feels that way. Everything sounds really bright and punchy too, which is excellent. I like the mixing on this as well, and the sound of the synths that they're using, the effects that they chose to use. Sounds great, man. Catchy chorus, catchy verse. Again, I really like the message of this song as well. So, yeah, a perfect song so far, man. Let's keep going. I just love that the triple overlay of her voice. Hey, she wore that in the How Not to Drown video. That trench coat thing. Beautiful. Sounds like a galloping horse. That's in How Not to Drown also. That's such a beautiful little melody there. Excellent song, man. CHVRCHES, he said, she said. Yes, that main kind of anchor melody there. That, you know, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It sounds almost comes off maybe even a little whimsical, but not. To me, if people might have that complaint that it sounds kind of whimsical, for me, I would say it comes off bright and punchy and catchy. I feel like it fits this almost like vintage influence, this vintage sound of pop, but not vintage. It's almost like opening up a music box. But like if someone was like, make music box music modern and add in all these, you know, studio effects to it, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this song. And one other cool thing about this is she was switching off in the chorus. Actually, I don't know who there might have been another person repeating her vocals. So she'd be like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't know if there's another band member doing the muffled kind of thing, or if that was just her and they just ran a bunch of effects over that. But that was really cool. I really like that kind of like, you know, left and right, hitting you back and forth with that same line. And that's the whole point of this, right? She's going crazy from all this mansplaining and sexism. And she's really driving the point home by repeating that specific line, you know? Very well put together song. It's an earworm. It's catchy. You know, I want to hear it again now. Like I said, this is kind of a different side that I didn't expect coming into this one based on some of the other songs on this with a more almost industrially kind of almost heavy kind of sound, but not. You know what I mean? And it's good. You know, it was a good change of pace. I really like this kind of. I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense, but this 80 influenced kind of theme to the sound, it just kind of makes me picture like modernized, you know, music box music, especially with that melody, that main melody in the song. But excellent song, very catchy. I love it. If you guys are watching this and this is the first time you've heard CHVRCHES, please go check them out. I say this almost every time, but my favorite song is How Not to Drown, featuring Robert Smith from The Cure. So go check that out for sure if you haven't heard of these guys before. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for enjoying some good music with me, and we'll see you all in the next one. Oh, and it's technically Thanksgiving Day at the time this is being recorded. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone.